Taria, welcome back. Where have you been?
Hi. I wasn't in my country, so I didn't join. Sorry for that.
So you were not in your country. Where did you go? To another planet?
No.
So you said you are not in your country. What's your country? Is it Earth planet or Mars planet?
No, I in Azerbaijan. I was on a vacation.
Where did you go? Dubai?
Yes, how'd you know?
How do I know? Because Rahim was there.
Yes, Rahim also went there.
Bring the bottle, take this out. And also sugar. Bring the bottle. Okay, good. And I hope you
How are
enjoy
you?
your holiday. And we
Yes.
miss you a lot because you are the only one who shows his face here. Without you, it's like, you know, nighttime. No sun here. Am I right,
How are you,
Celine?
Mr. Kasim?
Hello, I have a story.
You have a story. Is it related to math or Taria?
Yes, math.
Okay.
I think that, yeah, math, but school math. So today, actually, on the last lesson, the teacher didn't join our lesson, and then another teacher joined. So after I, I just didn't join the lesson. I just took my iPad and joined the lesson, and then went away to botanic. В общем, sad. And в общем, I just left my iPad and it didn't record the screen. And yes, that's it.
Celine, I'm sorry, I didn't catch the last word. Say again the last part only.
I skipped the lesson.
You skipped what lesson?
Math. The last lesson.
You mean at school math or?
Yeah, school math. Today's.
Yeah, at the beginning of your story, did you say that you are going to have math class, but another teacher actually came to the class?
Yeah, our Miss Shafiga didn't join our class, and then another one joined, and yes.
It was
Why?
like
Why?
a
Is it
was
because
like a substitute. It was like a substitute teacher.
My mom said like we're going to a park, and then I was like, but I have a lesson. She said, never mind, just let's go. And I was like, oh, okay.
No, actually, Celine, I thought that your teacher wanted to fool the students today because today is the 1st of April.
No.
Today, no, why I guess so is Tariel. Today, I thought that this morning when I was going to work, my wife requested, okay, Mr. Carson, today I want to fool my students because also she teaches English. And she said, that, can you just join my class? Okay, I will be absent and I will fool my students. And I said, oh, I have a lot of things to do. Okay, more important than this. I'm sorry. And I thought also your teacher wanted to play, I don't know, wanted to fool the students like this, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Why did he join the class? When he just started the story, I thought that because today is the 1st of April, right? It's a full day for some people, not for us. And she just wanted to fool the students. That's why another teacher came to your class. Anyway, okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, how many ladies do we have here? Where is Ilknur? Ilknur, are you here? Okay, Ilknur is here. Ilknur, Adilhan, Selin, Ibrahim. All right. We will continue. Last time, if you remember, we did actually S1 until maybe question 17 or 18. As you know, the last 7-8 questions, a little bit hard questions, but I want to leave them to the next week. We will solve them, but not now. Let's practice the easy questions. Now, as you see here, this one is P6, okay? You should be able to solve questions from 1 to 15, maybe maximum in 2 minutes. All right. So now I'm going to take a note. I will give you 2 minutes for each question. Write your answers to the chat box. The first 10 questions, okay? And I hope we can actually finish them in 30 minutes. And after that, we will continue and so other questions.
Mr. Kasim.
Yes,
But
Daria.
our exam, not exam like the Olympiad itself, On
Yes.
which day will take place?
Hi, Rahul. What say, Talia, say again?
Or on which date will take place the Olympiad itself?
April 20 or 21st?
Okay, but like, how are they gonna send us the questions? Like the 25 questions?
Yes. Just a second. Let me ask, okay?
Ah, okay.
Okay, as soon as I get the answer, I will let you know. Okay, most probably, Tariel, the exam will be on the 20th of April or 21st. Okay,
Okay.
all right. Guys, if you are ready, let's continue. Somebody's asking the question. I have a story to tell. Okay, on 20, we exam. On 3rd April, we have Science Olympiad. 3rd April, you mean tomorrow? The day after tomorrow? Selin?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, good. What is the name of the Olympiad, Selin?
STEM Olympiad.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes, Rahul.
I don't understand when our exams will begin.
I will tell you soon, okay? Soon I will tell you. Give me
Okay.
a few minutes. Guys, let's continue.
Okay.
If you're ready, okay, leave your answer. Like if you answer the question, you get 5 points. If no answer, you get 0 points. All right, Taria, let's start with you. Read the question. After that, you have 1 point after you stop reading the question.
Suppose it is now the month of December. What month will it be after? Will it be 100 calendar months from now?
Time starts now. 1 minute. 15 seconds. İlknur, are you here?
Yes.
Okay, time is up. All right, only two answers. Salen, as usual, I think you guess it is October. It is wrong. Ilknur says A, February. It is wrong. Tariel says April. It is correct answer. So April, Tariel, you get 5 points. So why is it so? Because it says that's a month, right? We know that in 1 year we have 12 months. This 100, we can write it as, what is it? 8 times 12 plus, what is it? It is 4. So that means that actually after 8 years, right? Again, it will be a 6 month. It is December. So 4 more months later, it will be April because the 4th month of the year, it is April. So the answer is B. Okay. Continue. Next question, if you are ready. All right. Adilhan, read the question quickly.
6 machines can produce 15 items every 30 minutes. How many additional machines are needed to produce 70 items every hour?
Okay. 2 minutes. Time starts now. Very easy question. Raul, do you also solve easy questions or you solve only difficult questions? No answer means none, right? Okay.
Teacher, I don't understand. What did you say?
I asked that here the questions are, I think, too easy for you. That's why you are not solving, because you solve only difficult questions.
Yes.
I see. I see. Good. Okay.
Wait, Mr. Kasim, wait. Sorry, forget my last answer. Can I?
Uh-huh.
Sorry, Mr. Kasim. My last answer is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope
10
it's correct.
seconds. Okay. Time is up. Selin B, wrong answer. Ilknur E, wrong answer. Tariel A, it is a correct answer. So it says that 15 items, right? Here we have 15 items in
Mr.
30
Kasim,
minutes. And here we have how 6 machines, 15 items in every 30 minutes. This one is machines, and this one is items, and this one is time. Okay. So since it says that every hour, immediately let me just write 30 minutes as 1/2 hours. So the question is how many additional, okay, not how many machines, how many additional machines are needed to produce 70 items every hour. First, for example, let me just change this into one. How? We know that if 6 machines are working, if they work 30 more minutes, they can produce 15 more items, which means that with 6 machines, I can produce 30 items in 1 hour. So now, how about now if in 1 hour, how many more machines do I need to produce 30? That means that now if we have more machines, we can produce more items. How can I actually change 30 into 70? Actually, I should just multiply this by 70 over 30 times 30. Now time is not changing, so also I'm going to increase the number of machines. That is 70 over 30 times 6. So now if you simplify this, this one is 0, 0 cancel each other. Here we have 14, and here 30, 30 cancel each other, 71. That means that in 1 hour is 14 machines work, we can produce 70 items. So at the beginning, we had 6 machines, right? We just need 8 more machines, 8 additional machines to produce 70 items in 1 hour.
Mr. Kasim, yes, at first I wrote 14 because I counted the total amount needed. But then I forgot that they already had 6 machines.
Very good. Tariel, that's what is a small exam date. Okay, always double check. Okay, double check your answer. Okay, am I answering the question correctly? Because usually in math school, for example, okay, they don't ask this kind of question. Okay, formula just right. If you just follow the rules, you can get the answer. But in Sasmo, most of the questions are tricky questions, and on purpose they ask like this. Why? To train you that when you're doing something, you need to think carefully. Always double check, right? Like, for example, if you buy an air ticket, for example, they always double confirmation. Tariel, you are buying ticket on 15th of March. Is it correct? You say yes. And after that, they just write your name, double check your name. They check, okay? And then the date and time. And the last confirmation, they said another email. After you confirm this, then they issue the tickets in real life, because a lot of times if you make one single mistake, there's no way back. You are going to waste a lot of time. That is why they ask this kind of questions, so that we are practicing how to think carefully over something. Okay. Ilknur, do you have any questions?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
But I have question for you.
Yes.
Can I ask you?
Yes.
I asked two questions, very easy questions, but you answered incorrectly. Why?
I usually do calculation mistakes.
You usually do.
Yes.
But can we change this usual into unusual? Can we make
Yes.
mistakes unusual times, like not usual times?
Yes, I can.
Very good, very good. Because usually making mistakes is not a mistake, right? It becomes a habit. But if you're doing unusual time, like once a week or once a month, it's okay. But if you're doing it every time, that is not okay. All right, Ilknur, let's continue. Ilknur, read the next question.
How many of 17 whole numbers must be odd if their product is odd?
Okay, guys, you have
What?
30 seconds for this question.
What? I didn't understand this one. I thought.
How many of 17 whole numbers? Okay, you just take any 17 whole numbers, must be odd if their product is odd.
So like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, like of those. I mean 1, 3, 5, 7, like odd numbers.
Uh-huh.
Like we have to take 17 of those, and we must find out how many of them must be odd. If we multiply them, the answer should be odd as well.
That's right.
Okay, wait.
Twenty more seconds. Time is up. There's only answer from Celine, and also that is the wrong answer. Very easy question.
Can you
Huh?
explain, Mr. Kasim?
How many of 17 whole numbers must be odd if their product is odd? We know that actually if you just pick any number about odd and even, if you just pick any number, it is either odd or even, right? So we know that if you multiply even number by even number or odd number, it's always even, right? But if you multiply odd number by odd number, the result is odd number, right? 3 times 5 and whatever it is. So if you multiply any odd number by even, it will be even. So since we are talking about 17 whole numbers, for its product, right? If you multiply all of these numbers together, if the product is odd, that means that all of them must be odd. If only one number is even, if you multiply even number by any even or odd number, it will be even. So that's why for the product to be odd, all of these numbers, the 17 of them must be odd numbers.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kasim.
Next question. Celine, read the question.
In the magic show, the magician placed 4 cards on the table, as shown below. Each card has a mass symbol on one side and a number on the other side. After shuffling the cards, he flipped over some maybe all of the cards and rearranged them. The new arrangement of the cards is shown below. 5 multiplied minus 4. How many of these 4 cards have an even number on one side?
Okay, that's a question. Time starts now. 1.5 minutes. Selin, are you sure or you're guessing the answer?
I'm guessing. If it's not correct, I can guess once again.
You're not allowed to make 2 guesses, you know. You can make only 1 guess.
Is it correct?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's correct. 20 seconds. Time is up. Any answer? Selin D. Tariel C. How about the others? Okay, only 2 answers. Selin's answer is correct, 5 points, and other answers it is 0. Tariel, why it is actually 2? The
Why
answer
is it?
is 3. It says how many of these 4 cards have an even number on one side? How many of these cards? And we are talking about 4 cards, right? Let's say this one is front side and it is too big. Let me just draw a little bit smaller. And this one is a smaller card, number 1 and number 2 and number 3 and number 4. And let's say the back of these cards are this. Okay. And we know that, as you see here, 4 symbols are used here, right? And this one is, let's say, plus, and this one is division, and this one is multiplication, and this one is minus. Now, if you look at this one, it is 6 and 4, but here we have multiplication and the minus, right? That means that actually in the first part, right here, we don't have multiplication minus. That means at the back of multiplication, it must be 6 or 4. It doesn't matter which one is. So at the back of multiplication, let's say it is 6. And at the back of minus, it must be 4. So now I have already used these things, right? These 2 cards already used, okay? So that means that behind this plus, it must be 5. So behind, maybe 5 or 4, actually the order is not important. Let's say it is 5. And behind this division, it must be 4. So it is this. So how many of these numbers are even? 1, 2, 3. So it is 3.
But Mr. Kasim, this is like if you assume that he flipped all the cards, then yes. But they said that after showing the cards, he flipped over some, maybe all. But we don't know if he flipped over some or maybe or he flipped all of them.
Okay, so
So how do we know that? If he didn't, if he only flipped some, that means that he may be from the, for example, the first one has 4. Yes, one of the cards has 4 on it.
yes,
If they say that after showing the cards, he flipped over some. For example,
okay,
and maybe he didn't flip the 4, so it just stayed the same. It might be like that, but we
yes,
don't. But we don't know if he. They don't give us the information about if he flipped all of them or only 2 or 3.
yes. But actually here, both possibilities, they have the equally likely, right? It says that, that's why it says over some, maybe all. Maybe all. But here in this case, actually, they flip all the cards here.
Okay.
So now is the second possibility is right here. Okay, because if I say, for example, if you're talking about true and false statement, Tariel, I'm going to Dubai, okay, on a holiday. So on the way back, I will buy you chocolate or some sweets. Okay. So now if I just bring only chocolate for you, do you actually say that, Mr. Qasim, you didn't keep your promise? I said or, right? I will buy you chocolate or sweets. So how about if I buy only sweets? It's also actually, I didn't lie to you, right? I keep my promise. And how about if I buy both chocolate and sweets and still I keep my promise? It's something like this. Maybe all means that either one of these two possibilities. So in this in this case, it shows that actually he flipped all the cards.
Okay, understood.
Next question. İlknur, let's you read this question. Why are you so quiet today, İlknur? Are you tired?
Yes.
Really? What did you do? Did you play tennis?
No, I didn't.
So why are you
Mr.
tired?
Kasim, Mr. Kasim, I am tired. I played football.
No, Tariel, if you are physically tired, it's okay because now you are not doing physical work. You are doing mental work here.
Yes, I have an exam next week, 5 exams, and I'm doing so much homework.
So what do you mean? You have homework to submit or you have exam?
Both.
Both. Okay, İlknur, I wish you good luck.
Thank you. Find the largest value of m if the number 2000 m6 is divisible by 9.
201 M6, right? Or 20,001 M6.
Yes.
Okay, it's a very easy question. İlknur, can you just tell us what numbers are divisible by 9?
If it's numbers, I mean, if we add all of the numbers and if they are divisible by 9, this number is divisible by 9.
The sum of the digits, right? If the sum of
Yes.
the digits of a number is divisible by 9, then that number is divisible by 9. Let me just check the chat box. Somebody's writing. And the Tariel, no, wait. Okay. So that let's Tariel do this together. 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus m
Mr.
plus
Kasim,
6.
Mr.
That's
Kasim, I
equal.
found the
Yes.
answer.
What is it?
E answer 9.
Okay, because it said the largest value, right? We have two possibilities. So m is either 2 or m is either 9, right? But it says the largest of these two possible answers, it is 9. Okay, let's continue. Adilhan, read question 6.
Bianca and Jordan went to a market to buy some food. Bianca paid $29 for 4 muffins and 3 pies. Jordan paid $31 for 5 muffins and 2 pies. What was the price of a muffin?
Okay, guys, you have 1 minute and 45 seconds. Very easy question. Adilhan, you are so fast. How did you find it?
I don't know.
Yes, the answer is B.
Answer is B, $5, right? How did you get it, Ignor? Did you solve equation or you just guess the answer?
Equation.
Good. Adilhan, how about you?
I just was choosing all of the answers and the B was correct.
You're a smart boy. That's why you are so quiet here. So 4 muffins plus 3 pies, they paid $29. And 5 muffins and 2 pies, they paid how much? $31. Okay. So now that's a system of simple linear equations. How do you solve this? We should eliminate one of them, right? Since we need to find m, I'm going to eliminate p. How? Multiply the first equation by 2, the second equation by 3. Because we know that if you multiply both sides of the equation by some constant, it does not change the solution of the equation. If you multiply the first one by 2, here we have 8m plus 6p. 2 times 29, that's equal to 58. The second one by 3, 15m plus 6p is equal to 93. Now subtract the first equation from the second equation. 15 minus 8, that is 7m. 6 minus 6, that is 0. 93 minus 58, that's equal to 35. So m is equal to 5. Tariel, in Dubai, let me ask a question and have break for 1 minute. Did you go to eBay?
eBay? No.
Yes. That's
No,
very
no, I didn't.
famous restaurant there.
Oh, no. Why are you asking?
Really? You didn't eat steak there? They have
No.
very special steak, beef steak.
Really, they do?
Yeah. But usually it is very, very expensive. But anyway, let's continue. Maybe if I meet you in Dubai, I will buy you this steak. What? You don't believe that? Huh? Why are you
No,
laughing?
no, I believe.
What?
Yes, I believe it.
So when you believe something, you laugh like that?
Sometimes, yes.
Anyway, Ariel, read the question.
It is given that A star B equals A times A plus B for any whole numbers A and B. For example, 2 star 3 equals 2 times 2 plus 3 equals 7. What is the value of capital A given that 6 star 7 equals 5 star A?
Can you give
Okay.
us 2 for 1 minute?
Yeah, you have 1 minute. Very easy question.
Why is it very easy?
Actually, even 1 minute is too much, but it's okay. Ibrahim, are you here?
Yeah.
What are you doing, Ibrahim? Can you turn on a camera for like 25 seconds?
Yes, of course.
I miss you a lot. At the beginning of the class, you always kept your camera on. After that, you disappeared. Why? Are you afraid of Tariel?
No.
No? Or are you afraid of Selim?
No.
So, why don't you show us your face?
Just I didn't want.
You didn't want to participate in the class.
No, I didn't want to turn on my camera.
And just be honest, okay? I just want to know, are you really listening? I mean, joining, participating in the class, or
Yeah.
you're just playing games?
No, I didn't want. I said like I didn't want to play.
So you're not playing games
But
right now.
just yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Ibrahim, also, I have a son at your age, you know. When I'm just passing by him, I know that he's in the class, and after that, when I disappear, he again continues playing games.
Mr. Khan, can you give me a little more? Wait.
Okay, Ibrahim, very good. Enjoy your time, Ibrahim.
Mr. Kasim, please 34 or 40
Is
more
the
seconds.
answer A?
I wrote my answer in the chat. And that's correct answer. I'm sure.
Mr. Kasim, wait, I'm getting the answer. Yes, so it's A. A.
No, it's not A. It's my answer.
A.
Please say that. Please.
I made an equation.
Yeah, sometimes I'm really disappointed. Yes, Selen, very easy question. You can answer why. This one is 6 times 6 plus 7. This one is 5 times 5 plus A. So what is A? 36 plus 7, that's equal to 43, minus 25, that's equal to 18.
Yes, correct. How
Oh,
many
I
points
did.
do I have? I think I have like 15 or 20 points.
I firstly saw that I need to 43 minus 25, but at last I did 49 minus 25 and I got 24.
But where'd you get 49 from?
Yeah, if you
I
made
mean,
that mistake on purpose, Selen, it's okay. But if you didn't that mistake on purpose, that's not okay.
Not okay.
Okay, let's continue. Next question. Raul, are you here? At least let's listen to you. Let's hear. I want to hear your voice. Can you read this question for us and continue having rest?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Okay. For me,
Raul, Ismailov,
yes.
read the question. Can you speak a bit louder? I can't hear you.
Okay. Daniel cut a paper into half.
Louder, louder, please.
Okay. Daniel cut a paper into half. Then he cut the papers to produce.
Oh my gosh, we cannot hear you.
can I read?
Yes.
Daniel cut the paper into half. Then he cut the papers to produce half of each the pieces of the paper. He repeated this many times until he got more than 1,000 pieces of paper. What was the least number of cuts he made? I think that's B or C. No, A.
Yeah, let's think. Okay, 1 minute. I give you 1 minute and 10 seconds. Let me write your answer to the chat box. Let's see.
Mr. Kasim, is my answer correct?
What is the answer?
I wrote into chat.
No,
It's not correct.
it's not correct.
Huh.
Just a
Why is that?
question, Tariel. For example, let's say you are making decoration and you are going to cut, let's say just take one A4 size paper. And if you want to cut it into smaller pieces, how do you cut? Can you just tell me how would you cut? How would you cut?
What do you mean, like from the middle?
Okay, then
Then those papers from the middle again.
then
Carry on like that.
then
There's no then. I do the same thing over and over again.
Now, I mean, you don't actually cut one single piece of paper, right? You just take them together and cut this. Again, fold them together and cut this, right?
Ah, I actually wouldn't do that. I would do
That's
one by
a
one.
that's a smart way of cutting that paper. For example, let's say, uh, let me just use here. All right,
Oh
if
wait,
you
then
have this
is the
kind of
answer not
paper here,
agreeable?
paper here. Okay, first you're cutting from here, right?
Uh-huh.
And after that, you're cutting from here.
Uh-huh.
Now, how many pieces I have here? One,
4.
2, 3, 4, right?
Okay.
So now I just take them together. Now I have one piece, one small piece. Okay. So now again, I'll just cut from here and now from here. So I have 4 pieces here. Here I have 8, 8, 8, 8. How many? Now I have here, actually here I have here 4 pieces. Now this one is 4, 4, 4, 4. When you just cut this, I have here how many? 32.
Okay.
Is it?
Yes, yes,
4.
yes. Because you had 4, you cut them 4 times. No, wait. 16?
That's 16, right?
Yeah, 16, 16. Why 14?
Yeah, yeah, it's 16.
Because 4 papers folded and then you cut them to make 4 pieces. 16.
Okay, here I have 16.
Okay.
Now I put again these papers together, 16 papers. Okay.
Okay.
Now if I cut from here, that will be 32. If I cut from here, it will be 64. Now I have 64. Right? Now again, I have actually put them together. Actually, they are smaller pieces. Now I cut from here 128 and one more 256 already.
Okay.
And now again, I put them as smaller pieces here. I just got here 512, right? And
Okay.
put the one more, it is 1024. So how many cuts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wait,
Right?
how did you cut that? No, no.
10 or 11, even 11. Let's say 10 or 11.
Why this
Right?
one?
Mr. Kasim, you did one extra one on the
Oh,
16.
okay, 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10.
Yes.
With just 10 cuts, I can divide this into more than 1,000 equal pieces.
Okay.
Just only 10 cuts. So actually the answer is none of the above.
I think this is the first time in like many, many months that the answer is actually none of the above. Yes. It's the first time.
All right, let's continue. Next question. Okay. Tariel, read the question.
Question 9 says Daniel participated in a chess tournament. There were 10 players in the tournament. Each player played once with every other player. A player received 2 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, and 0 points for a loss. What is the sum of the scores of all players?
Guys, you have 2 minutes. Read one more time again and tell write your answer to the chat box. Okay, 2 minutes. Very easy question.
But Mr. Kasim, we don't. They say what is the sum of scores of all players, but we don't know like what did they win, what did they draw, what did they lose, which games they drew.
Yeah, Tariel, if you just think a little bit, you will see. It's like Tariel in real life. Usually, if you have ever watched, like let's say, badminton tournament or even football cup or tennis tournament, right? And usually they announce the prize money, right? The prize money, how is it distributed to the players, for example? Okay. For example, here also we are doing something like this, and our sponsor is going to know what is the prize money needed. Okay. And we are saying that, let's say, for the winner, we are going to give, let's say, $1. Let's say it's just a small tournament in a primary school. For the winner, we are going to give $2. If the result is draw, each player will receive $1 each. I mean, $1. So what must be the prize money for this tournament? Or how much prize money is needed for this tournament? That's a kind of question like this, okay? So that's what we are trying to find here.
I don't fully understand still.
Okay, let's wait 25 more seconds. If there's no answer, we will solve together.
But Mr. Khan, for example, let's say there are how many players there are games in total. They say each player played once with every other player, so there are 90 games because each player played 9 games with the other.
Okay.
But then the money needed, if a player receives 2 points for a win, that means 2 times 90, 180. Is it none of the above then?
No, no, no. Here, if we are talking about 10 players and each player played once with every other player, first let's just find the number of games, okay? And how many
9
games
games.
are played? It is 9 because the first player plays against 9 people, and the second
Okay.
one against 8 people, third one against the remaining people, and that is just simply, it's like handshakes, right? What is it? It is 9 times 10 over 2, that is 45. So that means that there are 45 games played or will be played, let's say, in this tournament. So
Yeah.
now, if you just think about the possibilities, let's say we know that two people are playing. That one is Tariel and this one is Adil. And we have three possibilities, right? Either Tariel wins, that means that Adilhan loses, or that is draw, and also that is draw, or Tariel loses, Adilhan wins, right? So in each case, if you just think about this, if you win, you get 2 points and he gets 0 point. If it is draw, 1 point, 1 point. If you lose 0 point, Adilhan gets 2 points. But in each case, what is the sum of the points given to this for each game? 2 plus 0,
The
it is
answer is
2. 1
90.
plus
Yeah.
1, it is 2. It's also, it is 2. It doesn't matter, who wins, who loses. The total point given for each game is, it is 2. That means that for each game, $2 is given. If somebody wins, he will get $2. If it is draw, each person gets 1. If he loses, 0. So since 45 games, that's equal to 90.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, and I was right. I wrote in the chat.
You were right, really? Did you say that? Did you say A?
Yes.
Celine, no, C, C, C, C, A. Which one?
No, it was the question 8. The last one was A.
Oh, Celine. Taria, in every classroom, we need students like Celine. Otherwise, class will be boring. If suppose that everyone answer the question correctly, right? It will be so boring. So that's why I really like this kind of students. Sometimes they tell us the answer. They know that it is wrong, but they insist that it is correct. And I said, okay, it's correct. What can I do? The only way actually to escape the situation, you should say yes. You should agree with them. Okay, Sally, it's not about you. I'm just talking about the students like you. Okay.
Mm,
All
there are
right.
no students like me. I am me.
No, no, no, Sally. In every class, I have a student like you. I have been teaching for how many years already? More than 20 years.
In
Every
which university?
time, about the generation, every class, there's a student like Tariel, there's a student like Ibrahim and Selin and Ignur. It is, I don't know, it's a kind of every
Mr.
school, it
Ahmed,
doesn't matter. You teach in Azerbaijan or Turkey or Uzbekistan or China or Singapore or Malaysia, the students' characters and habits so similar. Because if you just teach 20 students, there's exactly one student about like Tariel, one student about Ibrahim, one student about Salin. I mean, like Salin, one student about like Ilknur, for example. Every time I always notice this. So it's okay.
Question.
Question?
In which university do you teach? I'm just interested.
Oh my gosh. We are going to finish our class. I mean, our two more, after 2 weeks, we will stop and now you are asking. Okay, no problem, Salin.
In
I
which
teach
university?
at Paragon International University.
Paragon International University.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Paragon International University. Anyway, let's continue. Another question, guys. Think about this. Okay, you have 2 minutes, and after that, maybe we will finish the class. We will continue next time. The last question: how many squares are there in the figure? Very easy question. Celine, don't try to solve it. Okay, just guess. Guess the answer. Please don't solve it.
No problem.
No problem.
How can she have a problem with guessing? Because she's professional in guessing, you know. Adilhan, are you sure?
Yes.
13. How many squares?
Mr. Kasim, please tell me mine is correct.
No, mine is correct.
Yeah, Celine, Tariel. Now this time you're lucky, Celine. Your answer is the same with Tariel's answer.
Oh, wait, so I'm correct? Yes.
Let's see.
Me
Any
too.
other answer? No, I think others are busy. Anyway, Adilhan says it is D, 13, Celine B, Tariel B. Okay, guys, again, how did you count, Tariel? Did you count one by one, like one by one? Squares, 2 by 2, 3 by 3, 4 by 4?
No, I counted one big square and then small squares.
Okay, how many one by one
Selim,
squares
what are
do we
you
have?
doing?
First, let's just count with
One.
one by one. How many one by one squares do we have?
What do you mean one by one?
This is one by one, right? If one is 1 units, right? This one is one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are small squares, right? They are one
Yes,
by
yes.
one squares. So how many? It is 9. Okay, and how about 2 by 2 squares? How many? This one is 1. This one is 2. This one is 3. And this one is 4. And this one is 5. So here
Wait,
we have,
how are you counting this?
huh?
How are you counting 2 by
Look
2
at this.
squares?
This one is 1, right?
Yes, yes.
And this one another one.
Ah, like that.
Yeah. And this one is another one.
Okay.
And this one is another one. 2 by 2.
Oh, wait, that
That's
means
good.
it's 17, not 16.
You know, this one
I
also
didn't
another
count.
one.
I
How
didn't count
many?
them.
Is it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Okay.
Yes.
So that's why they ask this kind of question. Every Sasmo paper, there's one question like this. And how about 3 by 3? How many?
Yeah.
Only one? Is it only this?
No, then there's two. No, wait.
Only one, I think. Celine, can you see any other 3 by 3 square? I think
But
only
then,
one.
Mr. Kasim, what is this? This
And 4
one,
by
but
4, the biggest one, it is 1. So
yes.
altogether, how many? It is 16.
But that's not a square.
Huh?
This one. That's not a square.
What do you
No,
mean?
Mr. Kasim is saying all together.
Oh,
Ah, yes, I got correct. Yes, okay.
Is it 16?
Yes, 9511.
So it is 16. There are 16 squares.
Yes.
Okay. Tariel, Adilhan, Selin, Ilknur, Rauf, and other guys, I think that much is enough. You're tired, I think. And
Yes.
today is Thursday, right? And Tariel, try to practice questions, and I hope you will get gold medal. All right. Everybody gets gold medal, hopefully. But who only here I can see how you are practicing and active and solving, Tariel. And Stan is also
Mr.
good. I
Kasim,
hope on that day his guesswork machine works pretty well, and also she will get gold medal. Okay.
Mr. Kasim, will you send homework to our WhatsApp group chat?
Okay. Okay. I will send. Okay. In case if I
Thank
forget, remind me, because now I have one more class. After that, if
Oh,
I'm not super tired, I will send. Otherwise, maybe tomorrow. Okay.
okay,
All
okay.
right. Guys, see you. Have a nice weekend. See you next
Bye.
Monday. Bye
Bye.
bye.